Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Umass Minutemen, taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UMass offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Etienne. He finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Western Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points.
And he's running in the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UMass!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Umass 7, Western Michigan 0.
Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And down he goes back into 3. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Now the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can bring. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Rides to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Back to pass, it's Etienne. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Umass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll keep it himself. And the Broncos get the 1st down.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country, week in and week out, making plays like this. Guys that are true dual threats, that can hurt you not only throwing it, but can hurt you running it as well.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pocket starts to collapse. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Comes out throwing on first down. Floating away. He's going to run it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Kent. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Miranda. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Umass holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered his...
Oh, it's blocked. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Big one-man miss. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Umass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Pulls it in on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Umass offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
He's off to the races. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Back to pass, it's Etienne. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're a little water bugs. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. Runs through the tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He chucks one out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered at.
Just feeds the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about a defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking for a man. It's Etienne. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Minuteman.
Touchdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and Umass will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Miranda. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Umass offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting the run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Etienne. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. At the 45 on its way. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Umass. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Now on the return.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Umass offense will take over.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Sweet feet on the move. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
At the 35, he's open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. They'll test the right side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing. Umass lines up with a first and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minutemen! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the returner will be knocked down. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Umass offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Colin.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at... See if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be...
Brings up.
Downfield play action.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Umass mounting a threat from the red zone. The run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Umass! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we're about to get another look at this wet offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Western Michigan! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. First down for this offense. They want that clock to run. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Running to the left. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down.
And that running back essentially just did everything. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Minutemen! And the stomping has commenced. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. To the air. It's Miranda. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.